Yep. Welcome to Catherine's Low Income Prepping and Survival. This is going to be about food storage and about Walmart. I just went shopping at Walmart for our monthly foods. I try to go once a month. Make sure you please like and subscribe. I'm still working on getting more subscribers. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed. And here we go. Well, we got um, a vacuum packer. Let me get back here so I can get it. There we go. It's a Nesco vacuum packer. It's a food storage machine. Uh, Main reason I got this is one of the things I know is like if you go out in the woods or stuff, things get wet. And now you can seal certain things up. And if you seal them up in a little plastic bag too, in there you can reseal it, like a Ziploc sealed bag and stuff like that. But anyhow, they do sell them. You can get them. This is what we got, and it's pretty big. It's pretty nice. Now let me get it, and I'll show you how it goes. This is the actual device, and it's got the cord in the bottom down here, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that, but there it is. And it's got all the great warning labels and different things. And it's got the controls, and it's got the little clamping doohickey across the top. And I'll get this over here. So, yeah, you see, you can put things in there, and it heat seals it. And it'll also cut it off for you. Anyhow, I wanted to show that. And I'll put this down here on the floor so it doesn't get damaged. And it comes with, I think, 6 of these little bags. They're kind of heavy duty bags, and you can seal like meats and smaller items in that. I was kind of hoping that they're really heavy duty. I was kind of hoping that they would have like some type of Ziploc on them, but they don't. And it came with these really large bags. These are folded over, by the way, so they're actually twice the size of this. Just so you know, I think that's pretty nice. Gives you a chance to look over what the stuff is like before you go and buy it. And the closest place we got to buying this kind of stuff is Ingles and Walmart. It also comes with rolls to do so many bags. Not sure how many. I'm going to try using these to bag up some magazines. One of the things I'm going to do is bag up my vacuum pack my magazines. Let me get my hair out of the way. It's getting in my face. And put them back in the magazine pouches. And I realized that once you tear them open and use them, but this is my longer term storage magazines, the stuff I've got in case there's a problem and I need to use them. Most of the time I don't keep magazines loaded. They say you can. I've heard no and yes and no and yes, yes, yes. And so I don't know what to say about that. I'm just going to go with the fact I hope that I can. And also you can take the magazine apart, and you can stretch the spring back out a little bit. What they say the way the magazines work is if you squish them and bring them out, squish them and bring them out as you use them, that's what actually wears the spring steel. And the just having them squished down doesn't wear them out. I think as long as they don't get rusty like in that position maybe. And I've oiled everything. I mostly use P-mags. I've got a few metal mags, but sorry about the sniffles today. And I also want to try vacuum packing a little bit of food. And if this works out really well, then I'll probably buy some more of these rolls. And maybe if I can find those Ziploc quart bags and do them to do like parts and stuff. Right now I have little plastic containers I got at the Dollar Tree to put little parts in, like for the ARs and for other guns and little tools and different things like that, and lighters and stuff. If this works out well, maybe I can vacuum pack some. We'll see what happens. Anyhow, that's the new toy, and I'll report later on about how well that works out. And there's lots of videos on there you can watch on YouTube here that will tell you how to do all that and everything. Next, I want to talk about Walmart. I tell you what, things are getting kind of wild down at Walmart. Um, First of all, the prices keep going up. I mean, it's kind of incredible. There's cereal, we eat cold cereal for breakfast, and oatmeal and grits and a few other things who live in the South, you know. Um, Tamara likes the grits, and here she comes probably. Oh, no, she must have made a side trip. So anyhow, um, $3.99 and they are now $5.99, and the bigger bags, which used to be $5.99, are now $9.99. And there's Tammy, and so I mean, the prices are going up, and people are losing their patience. Yeah, see, there she goes, uh, and they keep, raising the prices of everything. I mean, the sausage is up, the pork products are up. I actually bought a rib roast, since this is low budget survival and prepping and survival, I should say. Um, we bought a kind of like a chuck. It was actually a chuck roast, and I sliced it. I got 3 meals worth of meat out of that roast. Um, I'm hoping that I can do things like that in the future because we do like a steak once in a while. I know we're poor people and we can't afford steak, especially at $20 a pound, $18 a pound, stuff like that. I mean, stuff I used to get for $10 and $7 are now close to 20. Um, it's ridiculous. They say there's only like so much percentage of increase. Well, there's a lot more than that. I'm going to tell you right now. The prices have gone up so far, and even non-food item the prices have gone up. Um, they say, oh well, the TVs and all this other stuff in there is cheaper. No, it's not. The prices are going up on that too. Because I took a walk through the Walmart the last time I went food shopping. Because they got the pharmacy at one corner and they have the food at the other corner. And it's kind of like walking the football field. You got to go in there and you got to go shopping and you got to get past everybody and you're running and zigging and zagging and moving on down the way here. It's crazy. And people, they're not happy. I'm going to tell you this right now. People are not happy. You know what would make me happy is if somebody would like and subscribe. I had to throw that in. So, while I was in Walmart, this actually happened to me. I was in the middle of an aisle. I was looking at something, and I was just starting to walk away from it. And a woman came around the corner, and she started coming right towards me. So I moved as far over to the right as I could so she could get by. And I guess she had had enough in there that day, and she was in a bad mood. And she ran right into the front of my cart deliberately because I think she was just trying to make a point that she could push through. And I guess I was the one that looked like I was going to be the easy one to push out of the way or push around or something. And she backed up and then she did it again. At which point I turned and I looked at her and I said, I wouldn't continue doing that because you're pissing me off. That would be the wrong thing to do. She backed up and got kind of excited and walked back around the other side of the aisle and into another aisle, which I was glad of because I didn't want to really deal with her at that point because I had lost it at that point. I had eggs sitting on top of my purse, and I didn't want to lose my eggs onto the floor. Luckily, because I had gone through, that's the other thing. Walmart does not pack their stuff on the shelves very well. I have to dig through the cans to get cans that aren't dented or damaged. And because I have a pantry, I have to go through them and get the cans out. So the first things I do when I go in the store is I get my canned goods, my dry goods, and some of my dairy. Then when I'm ready to leave, or getting close to ready to leave, I get the rest of my dairy and go get my frozen foods. And sometimes I'll wait until then to get the meats. But I try to get the meats too because I want to know how much I'm going to spend when I'm in there because I count every dollar, every penny. So I had to go through 6 18-count eggs to find ones that weren't stuck to the phone carrier, that weren't not broken. They actually sell eggs that are covered in plastic so you can't look. I wouldn't touch those with a 10-foot pole because you never know what other people are doing. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's because other people dig through them and they damage them. And also, I think it's because of the people who work at Walmart. I think that they don't really care. They're not getting paid enough, or they're not happy, or they're trying to do it because they're being pushed to get so many things done at a certain amount of speed. I actually was going to work for Walmart at one time, and they were just too pushy. So it didn't work out for me. You got to get it done as quick as you can. They want you to work hard, and I understand that. But if they take their time and put the stuff on the shelves, they're not damaging the cans. We get the food, we bring it home, and it's damaged. I've gotten milk there that was bad. I've gotten milk there that had milk from the shelf up above me all over the place because they slammed those milks into the little slider things. Come on, people, take your time. Have a good, good work ethic. I know there's a lot of people at Walmart that actually do like their jobs and do the best they can. But come on, people. The ones that don't, if you don't like your job, go find a different job. Work at McDonald's or something. I mean, they're crappy anyhow. I mean, Burger King's the best hamburger place here in the town I live in Georgia. And, I don't even go to McDonald's anymore. Now, with all the horror stories and the different things they got about that. But, you have to take pride in your work. So, anyhow, yep, food shopping. I needed about another $100. What we do get, because we're on a fixed income, does not really cover it. I need about another $100, and I could have gotten everything I needed. I don't know where they come up with the ideas of how much money you actually need to go food shopping. And like they gave us this 3.2% increase. Well, this 3.2% increase isn't going to do anything because between the two of us, that gives us a grand total of about $40-something increase. They're going to take a third of that for our rent. Then they're going to take part of that and reduce the little bit of food stamps they give us. So we'll lose food stamps. And then by the time it all gets done, we might have $10 extra. People think, oh, well, you get all this and you get all that. Well, no, because one affects the other, and then, the rent goes up. And so you never really get very far ahead. People, we have other bills. There's car repairs. The town we live in has no public transportation. It's hard to get around. I don't know what to say about all that. You have to have a vehicle. You got to go to doctors. You got to go food shopping. You've got to take care of your business. Every so often, you got to get a new ID. You got to go get a new driver's license if that's what you have. You got to be able to get around and get all this done. And then, of course, there's the cost for that. The good thing was this year I got approved for the lifetime hunting license. So I went ahead and paid for that. And now I have that. I don't have to pay anything else anymore. I just check in with them. They give me my tags. They put that on my program or however they do it when you show your card to the ranger or whatever, the hunting warden here in Georgia. But the whole thing is there's still a lot of other costs. There's still a lot of other expenses. And everything keeps going up. And gas keeps going up. I don't know how we're supposed to pay our bills. All right. Well, just so you know, we're doing good. We're only about 58 days away from having 2 years worth of emergency food. And it's all cheap food, but it's all food that will keep for a long period of time. And we got about a month and a half, close to 2 months for water. And of course, we can capture water when it rains and then purify it. We have filters and stuff. So right now we're doing good. My ultimate goal is to have 6 months worth of water and a full 2 years worth of food. And I think we have all the firearms we need, and we can hunt any type of animal or whatever if we had to. Okay, well, y'all take care. Keep prepping. Remember to love and tell your family that you love them and give them hugs because you never know what tomorrow will bring. Love you all. Take care. Goodbye. And remember, if you're watching this, you are the resistance.